This next first aid topic is bleeding. So we're going to be talking about cuts, and we're going to be talking about grazes and also more severe bleeds. So the first thing I'd like to start with is how can we injure ourselves via cuts. So it could be through falling over, or your little ones falling over, grazing their elbows, their arms, their hands, their knees, falling off bikes, running, tripping over uneven surfaces, slipping down the stairs. Lots of different ways that we could cause injuries to ourselves or to or your little ones. So cuts and grazes is quite an easy one to treat. So what you need to do is, if you're out and about and you have antiseptic wipes, then if the cut is in the hand, we're going to place the wipe away from the cut, removing any sort of dirt or grit. If you're at home or somewhere that has water, pour water on it, clean any dirt out of the cut, and then pop a plaster on it to keep it clean. Now, I'd recommend removing the plaster in the evening when you go to bed, depending on how moist the cut is, so then it can get some air and start to heal. So quite a simple one. Just clean it, pop a plaster on. If it is slightly deeper and you feel that a plaster would just not hold, or it bleeds through the plaster, then you may need a bandage. So if you do have a first aid kit, or if you're out and about, that you can pop into a pharmacy and just pick up a small bandage, and then you can bandage it yourself. Now, if we look at more severe bleeds, so that could be cutting yourself with a kitchen knife. It could be caused by internal bleeding. If you've got bruised severely, and then it could cause bleeding inside that you may not see or know unless you've got those bruises. Also, if somebody has been stabbed, or mainly through or injections, again, it could cause bleeding. So what we need to do, if it was the hand, the main focus with this one is lots of pressure. So take a clean tea towel if you're at home, put pressure, close the hand, and lots of pressure so it will stop. So what we want to do here is make sure that the blood starts to clot. So we're not going to wash it, because that can wash away the clotting agent that stops the bleed. So our main objective here is to stop the bleed. So lots and lots of pressure on the bleed with your tea towel, t-shirt, whatever you have to handy. Lots and lots of pressure. You can raise it if you want, but the main focus is pressure. So pressure, and then if you don't have a first aid box, or you think it needs more severe treatment, then please seek medical advice. So go to your local walk-in clinic where they can take a look at it. You may need stitches, so they can stitch it or bandage it and clean it for you. If it is a stabbing, if they have the knife still in them, please keep it in there, because that will actually help stem the bleed. But generally in the cases, unfortunately, people stab and pull out, because that causes more damage, and obviously they don't want to leave the knife with them. So what you need to do, again, if you had a t-shirt or a hoodie, again, it's really lots and lots of pressure. So as much pressure as you can put on the bleed, lie the person down, and keep talking to them, keep reassuring them, call the emergency services until help arrives. Also make sure, look after your safety first, and don't attend if you think that the person is still in the area that may be carrying a knife. Also, with that one, you need to also look out for signs of shock. Now, shock is when somebody has lost lots of fluid, and in this case it would be blood. So they're going to look pale, cold and clammy. So what we need to do is lie them down and raise the legs so all the blood can get back to the brain and keep them alive. So the real focus is keeping them warm, raise the legs, keep talking to them. Their breathing may be quite heavy and quite panicked, and obviously in that situation they would be panicked and scared. So your reassuring voice would really help in this situation. So as I said, so lots and lots of pressure is the main objective here. Pressure and call 999, and also protect yourselves. So hopefully that was a helpful information on bleeding. So what you need to do, so let's just quickly recap. If you have a cut or a graze on the hand, elbow, anywhere on the body, if you can try and clean it with either water or an antibacterial wipe, and then if you have a plaster, pop that on, or a bandage if needed. And if it's a more severe bleed, the main focus here is lots and lots of pressure, stop the bleed, look out for signs of shock, and then call 999 so they can get help. So hopefully you'll never have to deal with those situations, but it will be able to help you in the future. Thank you.